What up, what up? It's your host, Joe T, and this is Bless This Conversation. And today we have
Dallas.
And this is about to be a very controversial conversation. I found Dallas on TikTok strolling, and it was something that you said that made me go through your entire page.
What was that?
I'm going to tell them in just a second, but I will say this. It was about relationships. You give a lot of relationship advice. So I want to let y'all know today's conversation is going to be on relationship advice. How you feeling today?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
You nervous?
A little bit.
Why?
Because you know why? I'm nervous a little bit because sometimes women don't like what I say.
And they're about to see why.
So.
And tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a mama of 4, a single mom of 4. And I think a lot of people get single mom and single mom confused. Because if you got a dad that do for your child, then you ain't no single mom. You got the help. If you got a mom, if you're a mom like me who don't have no help, you are a real single mom. And I think people need to.
You talk about that a lot on your page, I think.
No, I ain't talking about that. Co-parenting, but I ain't talking about that one though. The difference between those single moms.
What made you start going on? I'm going to say, what made you start doing the relationship advice on your page?
So one day, my baby daddy made me mad. He was going on the cruise with his now wife, but he told me he couldn't buy school pants for my kids. So I decided to get on TikTok and make a video about it, and it kind of just blew up. And I knew that this right here, I just need to tell what I've been through because obviously other people relate to me, and that's how I blew up.
And you said you have 4.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? How old are they?
10, 8, 5, and 4.
How many different fathers?
2.
How did you meet the first one?
We grew up together. So from like kindergarten, and then we had our first kid at 18. That was rough. And then my second one, I met him when I was like 23. And we didn't have my first kid till I was like 25, 26.
You from Dallas?
No.
Where you from?
Like Missouri, Kansas.
What brought you to Dallas?
Well, I used to just play here a lot, and I decided to move here.
And your name is Dallas?
Mm-hmm. I Dallas.
I Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
I Dallas. What you nickname?
Kiki.
Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki, do you know? Now, one of the first video I seen, you said, when a man really loves you, his goal will be your wants and your needs.
Mm-hmm.
Can you expound on that?
So I believe that when a man, so this really came up to, I wanted to get my stomach done, right? And when I met this man, that's the first thing I said.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, I think this past week, he was like, that's one of my goals is to get that done for you because I know how much you really want it. Mm-hmm. And I've always believed that if a man truly, really loves you, anything that you want and need, he will make it his goal to accomplish that for you. So it becomes his need to make sure he's pleasing you because you bringing peace and happiness into his life.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that. I'm glad you said if it's being reciprocated.
Mm-hmm.
But you did say anything.
Yeah, almost anything.
I don't agree with the anything.
Why?
Because at some point a man has to say no. He has to set a boundary. I feel like if you're in a relationship as a man, I can understand a woman, wanting certain things and a man, contributing to her wants and needs. But at some point, a man got to have some kind of backbone.
Okay.
Like, it's got to be some boundaries at some point. Let's say she's spoiled. And there's always an asking of something, want or need. And he never say no. And the minute he do say no, it backfire.
That just shows that he can't lead correctly.
If it backfires?
Yeah, because if he's leading right, then she already know what she can and can't ask for. He already done put that down. She should already know her man.
I don't think women think like that. I think women see he gave me an inch. I'm going to continue to take this whole entire football field or two.
Fault.
See what I'm saying? I just said that. Where does he set a boundary?
He should have did that in the beginning.
But if it's her wants and needs, and he try to set a boundary, most women in this generation, I feel like, well, I just go to somebody who will do it.
This generation.
Majority of them.
Yeah.
Majority single women right now, if it's a want and need that they want and a man disagree with, it's in their mind, I got options.
Yeah.
What you think about that?
I just had this conversation with my mom. She said, and she's 50, 55, 56. She said, I'm looking for a sugar daddy. And if he want to have a conversation with me, he need a cash at me.
What mama got going on?
I said, what man do you have to give you anything? She said, I don't have one. I said, yeah, it's going to stay that way. Because you can't go in it. I feel like a woman can't go in like, you got to give me this, you got to give me that, you got to give me this.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But once you establish, this is how I feel, once you establish where y'all at, then you know, and he'll know what you want, what you need, and what you don't want and what you don't need. Because I could want something that I really don't need. And if he's leading me, then he already know that. So that's where the backbone come in. He's like, no, you don't need this, but here's why you don't need it. Here's why it's not going to serve us.
Mm-hmm. So you described a man that's going to do that for the woman he see he going to marry versus a woman he know he going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Because even the one he know he'll play with, he'll do wants and needs, but it'll be calculated.
My man told me this. He said, when I'm playing with women, I'll buy her hair. I go get her nails done. I'll go get her hair done, and I'll give her, just a little bit of money, $100 here and there, because I know it's gonna make her give me what I want, but I'm not gonna give her what she truly needs and wants. So you're right. They will play with you. So that's how you gotta. Oh, you getting my hair done, but that's nothing. Because you getting my hair and nails done, you got to do more than that.
Well, tell me in this generation, what's the because we just described the surface level wants and needs.
Mm-hmm.
What is the other level? Because I feel like it's a whole lot of surface level women who don't even know what this other.
Because they don't know what they don't even have their goals. What's your goals?
Because I'm gonna have to get with you because you just said you wanted your stomach done. That was a want.
That was a want.
I feel like it's surface level as well.
Yeah,
I would have told you to go to the gym.
Well, okay, it is surface level, but it's something that I want.
Mm-hmm.
I want it. He know how bad I want it, and he know how bad that I was saving up for it.
How much it cost?
It's like $5,000 or something.
You couldn't do it at the gym?
I mean, I could have did it at the gym, but I don't want to do it at the gym. So I'd rather work for it and pay for it. I could have been paid for it, but I'm like, I'll wait because I got other important stuff. So it was like, well, she could have did it. She didn't do it. So let me gift her.
What if he?
As like an accomplishment. Like, this is an accomplishment gift. I see how much you've done. I'm so proud of you.
This is the guy who, he got 2 women.
Yep.
I will get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute. Because if I won't be, I'm gonna say that. Now, you told me that when you moved here, when you came here, you was 18?
No, when I came here, I just came here last year, so I was 28.
You was 28?
I was like, yeah. Yeah, I was 28.
I'm trying to get to the part when you said that basically somebody was trying to pay you to have a child.
That's who I'm with now. So we met in like 2020, and he African, so he wanted a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at that point he was looking for a woman to have a kid with him, and that's how he approached me. Was like, you got kids, I'm just looking for somebody to have a kid. We ain't got to be together. I just basically need you to like carry my baby.
That's what he said off the top. Mm-hmm. How long had you had known him?
Mm-mm.
Where was you at?
I met him online.
He said this online or on the phone?
I think he like asked me to call him, and that was our first conversation.
What social media site we on?
I don't need. I think it was
we
like
on a dating website?
Yeah, I think it was like Bumble.
What you doing on Bumble first?
I was bored.
How many weird conversations you had? Like, 'cause that's a weird conversation.
I don't remember.
That wasn't a red flag to you?
But we want to tell you what it like. Oh, he got money to spend. I'm about to play him out of his money.
See what I'm saying? Like that's do we need to blurt that out for him?
That's exactly how it started. But he know that. He know that's how it started.
So at the point when he say that, how old are you then? When he told you he wanted to pay you to have a kid?
I don't know. I was like 25, 20.
We already got the 4.
I already got 4, yeah. Oh, maybe I had 3. I probably had 3.
You had 3. And then you said he ended up, did he pay somebody to have a child?
I mean, technically not.
My second question. Now let's cover your kid's dad.
Mm-hmm.
When you meet your kid's dad.
Which one?
How many different fathers?
2.
How many with one? How many with the other?
3 with one, 1 with one.
That's good. The 3 was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
How did you meet him?
I grew up with him.
Back in Missouri?
Back in Kansas.
Back in Kansas.
Like kindergarten. So I really can't tell you how I met him.
How long was y'all together?
Our whole lives, basically.
Why did y'all break up?
Because he started messing with like a married woman.
He started messing with a married woman?
Yeah.
At that point, you disagreed with a man having 2 women?
I was young. And okay, I was young and yeah, I'm just going to write it off as being young.
At what point did your brain say a man need 2 women?
When I actually when I started dating men with money.
And what age was it?
I think it was like 2019 when 20. It was 2020 when I started actually dating men who I put a limit on it.
Mm-hmm.
I told myself in 2019, I wouldn't date no more men who didn't make another $100,000 a year.
That ain't no money.
Well, at the time it was. When I'm dating men who ain't got none.
Yeah.
But I put a limit on it, and then I started attracting those.
Yeah.
And then I started noticing that they value different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They dress different. They talk different. They got something to lose.
And lack self-control so they can have multiple women on the basis of how much they make. Because that's the only opening we having. You're making a certain money, I can understand to a certain extent because of the bread you make.
They can afford it, though.
They can afford 2 women, multiple women.
Multiple. They can afford it.
When you say afford, can we provide emotionally, physically, romantically, spiritually? Are we also including that, or are we just saying?
That's a good question. I mean, I think they did okay.
Because if we want to go back to the wants and needs, if that's his goal, the wants and needs should be.
But see, you keep saying marriage. I think there has to be a woman who wanted to be married. I ain't never wanted to be married.
No, not in the marriage. Not in the marriage. Because I asked, I'm saying, at what point did you said you started dating men who had the money.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, so at what point was it okay? You said when you started dating men with money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, is the money the only factor that where he meeting the criteria? At
that point in time, it was.
Okay. And then you meet the African with 3. So this is before your 4th child.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like when you find, because this is communication on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Is the African what brought you to Dallas?
No.
What brought you here again?
I used to just come here all the time.
And you decided to go ahead and move here?
Mm-hmm.
Was you already living in Dallas when you met him on phone?
No. I was living in Missouri.
When you met the African online?
Uh-huh.
And he was in Dallas?
Uh-huh.
Was he in a relationship then?
Not that I know of.
At what point did he disclose he was?
March of this year.
Huh? So when you met him, how long had y'all been kicking before he said, hey, I got a woman?
No, he didn't say that.
Okay. What'd he say?
He didn't say that. She said it.
She called?
Yeah, she found me. She was already texting my phone. She was already making herself known. I just didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she belonged to. At first, I didn't know who she was.
What's the conversation with her? At some point, everybody agreed.
Everybody didn't agree. Everybody still don't agree.
She don't agree.
Absolutely.
She's the only one who don't agree.
She the only person.
You're the other woman.
She's kind of the other woman because I was here before she was.
He got a kid with her.
Yeah, multiple.
So he was with her first, then he got with you, then he got back with her.
He was. I was first, and then I wouldn't have the kid. So he got with this chick. She ended up having a kid, and then me and him kind of got like, well, we've been hanging out. Let's go ahead and see where we could take it on like a real relationship level. And then but she like she knows.
Had you slept with him before? Because you said you had him first. Are we saying that based on conversation or relationship?
She slept with him first.
So she had him first.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just had conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Had you ever met him in person before her?
Mm-mm.
So you the other woman.
I guess if you want to say that.
You the other woman. Okay. I could be transparent.
If you want to.
How old are you?
29.
29. You said the how much a man make is going to create a difference. For children, is there any insecurity that in your mind where you're allowing that? If we're being real.
So when a man typically wants to build a family, not join a family. If it was his choice, he would want to build it and not join it, right? So I know that. So I know that I don't come with just me. I come with me and my kids. So a man has to accept me and my kids. Although he don't have to come in and play I'm your daddy. He didn't got. I don't need that. But if you gonna come in, you do have to understand what you coming into, right? So because I come in with that, I feel like I can't be like I want this and I can't be too stern because it's like, girl, I gotta come in and spend money on everybody. I gotta come in and I'm paying bills over here for everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe I do give them a little leeway because I know what I come with. So it's like it's only right that I be a little lenient because
you do know you the other woman that women despise, right? You do know that, right? Yeah, to an extent.
I guess.
Because what you just described is you'll take a man if you're gonna take the leftovers to an extent on the basis of your situation, knowing how many kids she got with him?
2.
She got 2. Basically, like you said, he'd rather build than join.
Right.
He been knowing you all this time, but if she called you, I'm pretty sure it was a woman to woman. What's going on?
No. It was hey, you need to leave him alone. Or like, hey, this man got a family.
What's your response?
I said, I don't know who that man is.
What? Why did you deny it?
Because I didn't know.
You didn't know at the time?
Yeah, I didn't know. So I'm like, hey, I think one of your girls done got off the leash. I need you to get them back in line.
And what'd he say?
He said, I don't know who that is. I said, well, you do.
So at some point you told him, I ain't gonna go nowhere.
I guess so.
What's the benefit that's keeping you?
Well, we've grown a relationship. So it's not like, I mean, in the beginning it was about money. I think we both knew that, but I don't think it's about that anymore.
One of your videos, you said a man can't lead a woman if he don't listen, and he can't love a woman he don't respect. I want to expound on that.
Okay, so I feel like a lot of women, they say they want a leader, right? How can he lead you if he's not listening to where you trying to go? So he can't lead you. If you crying, I can't pay the bills, but he ain't got no job, how he leading you? You lead him. And a woman, I mean, like, we can lead, but we ain't supposed to be, right? And then if he's continuously disrespecting you in every which way possible, do he really love you? Because that's not love. If he's beating on you, putting his hands on you, that ain't love.
Right.
So how many times do a man got to disrespect you before you realize he don't love you?
Do you feel there's any disrespect in the situation you're in?
Has it been disrespect? Yes.
On what level?
Like transparency.
But you stayed after.
I did.
Would you want your boys to do that?
What you mean?
To be in the situation you in with two women?
If the women gonna stay,
it's their choice.
It's their choice. You could stay or you can go.
Do you care about how the other woman feel?
No, not really.
Just his.
Because she can stay too. She had the right to stay or to leave. She's been offered. She chooses to stay as well.
They not married?
No. He's already told her he's not getting married.
How long this situation been going on now?
For a year.
It don't bother you at all?
Which part bother me?
That he got two women?
No.
At what point is that clicking in your mind like, I don't even care? How?
Because a man is going to cheat on you whether you know it or not. At least I know who the woman is. It's a lot of women around here thinking that they not the other woman or they the main and he's probably doing it behind your back. So do you rather him do it behind your back or do you rather know?
Do you think all men cheat?
Yep.
Based on your experiences?
Based off my experience, based off like me being a child, watching, my daddy do his thing, my brothers, my uncles, my daddy, them friends. So, I was talking to my dad about that the other day.
What your dad say?
Most men cheat.
So you and your daddy, y'all have a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Since you were little? What'd he say?
About what?
All men cheat.
They cheat, but is he taking care of the household?
That's what your daddy say?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to be frank with you. We got two responses from the parents. Because we have to, I feel like what you experience is what's going on, this is a product of something. Mm-hmm. It has to be an environment. Mm-hmm. So you agree already?
Yeah.
Which environment? Mom, dad, or both?
Well, both, because I feel like the way that I think, the way that I move is based off both of them.
How was dad?
How was he?
Yeah, when you say
so when I date a man, a lot of women, we look for our daddy in men.
Okay.
So my daddy, he went to work. He took care of the household. We never needed. He spoiled the crap out of me, but he also cheated. He also stayed out late. That's what he did, but home was taken care of. Okay, so let's talk about my mama. My mama was, she, from my understanding, she asked him to marry her. She was out here cheating too. She gonna say she would, and she was.
Mama, we just did it to you, Mama. We just put you on blast. Go ahead.
And my mama always dated men with money, right? So she told me the other day, she said, it's like I'm watching my life through my daughter. Everything you doing in life, I did. Mm-hmm. Everything. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the times I'm like, I date men like this because of my mama. My mama always told me if a man ain't got no money, then don't date him. Mm-hmm. If he can't give you nothing, don't date him. Mm-hmm. My daddy the same way. Mm-hmm. What is this man doing for you? Why are you, they both told me to leave both of my baby daddies. They're not doing nothing. So you need to leave them. They're not giving you nothing. You need to leave them. He's not going to work. You need to leave him.
So you done had that mindset before?
I've had I like him before, but that changed quickly.
You waited 4 kids in though.
I know. Because I think in that area of my life, I was trying to make them into my dad. Come on, I can help you get a job. Mm-hmm. Come on, I can help you get in school. Mm-hmm. Come on, we can grow this business. Mm-hmm. I was trying to grow them. I was trying to play Bob the Builder.
So when your mom say that, don't date him unless he got money, and your mom did that, we know you agree with it. You said you do. Mm-hmm. Does it bother you, like for real, that you have adopted and become a product? Mom single right now?
Well, she's a widow.
She's a widow. How long was mom married?
She went to her last husband.
How many husbands?
3.
Back to what I was saying. How does it feel knowing your mom saying, I'm looking at my life play out in my eyes, and you knowing the history of mom and pop, you potentially look up 50, 55, 60, no change of course. Do you think about that?
I'm completing what she did younger than what she did, though.
Repeat that again.
So I guess I'm repeating her life faster. So it took her many years.
That's why I wanted you to repeat it. It still don't make sense.
Yeah, but the thing is, everything ain't about being in a relationship, though. What do you want to do in your personal life?
Exactly. Let's stay right there then. Because what do you get to do in your personal life when the energy is being put in other places that don't need to be?
What do you mean by that?
You don't need to be dealing with the African.
Why?
What does he give you that you can't give yourself or get from somebody else that does not have a woman and 2 children?
Well, most of all of them got kids.
Men?
Yes.
You left out one piece, though. The woman.
Most all of them got that, too. And if they single, they date multiple women anyway.
You don't believe you can change that. You honestly stuck on, now men gonna do that.
Because you got to go back to when grandma and grandpa when Esther Lee was, they had 2 families too.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma them kept quiet because Esther Lee grandpa paid them bills.
Mm-hmm.
And he made sure both households was good. That's why they had a family around the corner. That's why Barbara called Shirley. And this has been going on. This ain't nothing new. It's nothing new at all.
It was just swept under the rug.
Exactly. They was quiet. Us women today ain't quiet. The such and such gonna know that I'm involved with him too, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only difference, is that we just louder.
And in this situation, well, you just said that the woman, if she didn't like that, she could
leave. I believe, my opinion, she likes the lifestyle that he provides.
And that's where I was finna go. To be blunt, we're it's 2 women who are benefiting financially more than anything, in a sense, that are staying on the basis of what does life look like outside of the financial benefit, or he controlling to an extent. And he done created an atmosphere where if there is separation, you have to contemplate, okay, I'm going to have to do because I'm going to have to.
But I think that's more on her end and not mine, because he know I don't need him.
Then what is your benefit?
I just I like him genuinely. Like we hang out, we vibe, we good. To me, it ain't about stability anymore, because I've reached a level of stability where he knows I don't need him that way anymore.
Then what are you there for? If you don't need stability, if you want to look for somebody to vibe and hang out, why not do? You got how many boys? How many girls?
All boys.
You got 4 boys.
Mm-hmm.
Who gonna eventually peep what's going on?
Oh no,
they know what's going on.
It's my son say all the time, my mama got sense.
You believe in generational curses?
Mm-hmm.
You believe in passing down? It's been passed down to you, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
You okay with passing that down to your boys?
Passing what down?
Lack of self-control. Let's start there.
I'm going to say something.
They're going to do it anyway.
They're going to do it anyway.
But you cool with not giving yourself the ability to say, you want to, my daddy, for instance, when I wanted to start selling dope, my brother was already hustling. I tell my daddy, man, you turn my brother on, I need my own, he ain't breaking bread with me. My daddy turns me on to a major drug dealer. When I'm in the cell, my dad, eventually, the things he contribute, even from being in the penitentiary, I feel help lead me up into the cell.
Mm-hmm.
When I finally do get to ask him, why did you do that?
But you asked him.
He said something similar to what you said. He said, because I felt like, if I didn't do it, you was gonna go find a plug anyway. Me, as a grown man at this point, I'm 25, 26, 27, I still say, but you gave your child the ability to say, my daddy turned me on to it, versus you giving yourself the ability as a parent to say, I told you not to do that. I told you this is where it was going to land you, versus helping me get there. Would you rather create prevention and allow them to make the choice in their process, or help the process?
I mean, I ask some questions all the time. They still young, but I'd be like, do y'all want to get married? My 8-year-old said, I ain't marrying nobody. I'm not sharing my money with nobody. I'm only gonna buy you a house and that's it. My oldest say, well, I got a wife, but she's still gonna pay some bills.
You listen to them, both of them responses. What you hear? I don't want. You know where I'm going?
It's about finances.
I don't want what I see my mama's involved in.
Well.
Do you think that?
No, I don't.
The first one said, I ain't giving my money to nobody. The second one said, she gotta go to work. I ain't saying that you don't work. I'm saying they don't want what your mama said. Don't fool with them if he ain't got no money. They looking at, I ain't finna deal with it. They want what I have.
Okay, I get what you're saying, because my son be like, they are simps. Like, they just give my mom whatever she wants.
See what I'm saying? Now we're saying they. Who are they? See what I'm saying? Come on now.
They is they.
So you kind of open with your lifestyle with your kids?
I mean, they around.
Did you experience that growing up as well? Was your mama open? Did you?
After, yeah.
How old would you say you were?
14, when her and my dad got a divorce.
How long were they married?
I was like 3 when they got together, 2. So.
How long was the second marriage? Do you know?
That was the second marriage. The first marriage was before I was even born.
Okay, how long was the third before he passed?
Maybe like 2 years, 3 years.
2 years, 3 years. And how long was yours?
About 14 days.
14 days. That is a record.
Yep.
Got to be.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you went to Vegas and woke up and realized you got drunk or wasted, or you was on that pink cocaine like Diddy now and realized you needed an annulment. 14 days.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about the African. But how long ago was this?
From the time we got married.
How long ago was it when you was married for 14 days?
A year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah.
And how long you been dealing with the African?
Longer than that. Way longer than that. Since like 2020. So
the African cool with you having...
well, we wasn't cool at the time.
Y'all weren't cool at the time. Have it ever been that though? Have you ever been able to kick it with him on a level of, this is what I got going on too outside of us? What?
Just July.
When last time you been tested? When last time you been tested?
Oh, baby, I go get tested.
Okay, I just had to check.
Oh, well, every 3 months.
To see what was going on. Why did the marriage only last 14 days?
Well, you know what? He was a good man.
Mm-hmm.
He was a man who accepted me and my kids. But see, I watch how you do other women, which tells me how you gonna move.
What you mean?
So when I originally got with him, I didn't know he was married. And when we originally started talking, I didn't know the man was married.
Okay.
Right. And then when me and the wife talked, I was like, look, you got a lot of unfinished business. You need to go handle that.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe we can talk after that. Well, then he got with a different woman, right? And then when I moved to Texas, we kind of started back talking. I knew he was with the woman, but he's like, I just want to come down there and see you with the kids. And I'm like, okay. Well, he came to visit, and I didn't know he was moving. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Until I'm like, so when are you going home? He's like, oh no, we should go get married. And I was like, we should. Me just okay. He said he was about to get a job and then he was gonna send his check back, and I was like, okay.
How old is he?
He is 40.
When you married him? This was a year ago, so he's 39, 40.
He was 39 turning 40.
He moved in with you? When he got there, I ain't leaving. He moved in with you?
Yes.
You got a video talk about not living with men.
No, but I didn't invite him in. He just kind of came.
He just
I didn't be like, you should move in with me. He just came.
And he convinced you to marry him, though?
Not convinced. I was really plotting.
Keep going.
So he told me about this job and he was going to send back his check. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, well, I'm thinking some stuff that I can do. And he's like, well, we should go get married. And I'm just, I will be right there with you until we gotta go.
And what was the job?
The job was somewhere he wasn't even gonna be here. He was gonna be traveling. So, and we went and got the marriage license. You know, they only valid for 90 days. Mm-hmm. My plan, he was supposed to be going for 120. Mm-hmm. So it was never supposed to even be valid. Like, it was gonna time out. And then when we wanted to go renew it, I wasn't gonna never do it. So he went and bought me a ring. It's a nice little ring, you know. 3 carat. It's 3 carat ring.
Still got the ring, okay.
You know, it's mine. It's paid for. And he left to go to said job, and I hung out with somebody else, with a different guy. Mm-hmm. And he called me and said, "Where you at?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm at such and such house." Mm-hmm. He's like, "What?" Quit his job. He come back. He go turn in the marriage license. And I was like, "Oh, you turned in the marriage license. So we like legally married?" And he's like, "Yeah." And for a second, I'm like, "Can I be married?" And I was like, "You know what? I can't be married." So I called a lawyer and got some papers drawn up, and we went and signed them. Mm-hmm. We turned them in, and we got an annulment. So that was.
You have a very interesting life.
I do.
You have a very interesting perspectives on things. And you feel you're living your truth. Mm-hmm. Which nobody can judge because people are living the way they choose to live. I just have some disagreements with certain things. Also, as a culture of people who come from, traumatic experiences and brokenness and I believe generational curses, at some point, I get what people would say is, let them live their best life. Mm-hmm. In that, though, can we say that some of those choices are unnecessary?
A lot of the stuff I do is unnecessary, but you know what? It's not hurting my finances and my children. Everybody's great. So it's just, but that's like extra stuff. Like it's not hurting me still accomplishing my goals. Mm-hmm. So it's just extra.
You said on one of your videos that the whore know how to keep a man.
A hoe do know how to keep a man. Why you think the men go to the hoes? Why you think they go to prostitutes? Why do you think they vent to a prostitute? And then they go home and they just, they so mean to their wife.
I think they suckers. I think they cowards. I think they lack the accountability to be able to communicate with the woman who know how to communicate versus the woman
who's to say she know how to communicate.
Versus if he got a decent woman. I feel like most men, if they'll be honest, they run from the tough part that they don't know how to fight through because they never had it, never seen it. And then a lot of them haven't healed. So they brokenness, they go over here and they get off. And they don't have to deal with anything. They don't have to look in the mirror. She don't have to deal with you on your lack of communication. She don't have to deal with you not romantic and you keep telling her you love her and you laying up with her. She putting her mouth on you, you putting your mouth on her, y'all putting y'all mouth on each other. She ain't having to deal with none of that. So when you say that the whore know how to love the man, the whore ain't never had to be there with the man.
That's the whole point of not being in a relationship. I don't have to deal with how you feel. You ain't got to deal how I feel. We can only enjoy the good part of us, and that's it.
What else do you have?
That's it. But I mean, some women want to be in a relationship. Some women want to be married. Some women don't want that.
What do you want?
I'm not a woman who wants that.
What do you want?
What do you mean? Like in a relationship wise?
Because you basically just said you don't want to marry.
No, I do not want to be married.
At one point, did you want to?
I've never in my life wanted to be married.
But you had 4 children.
Yes.
You had 3 with one man. Uh-huh. Which looked like it was going to be a long time.
Well, but that's because we grew up together. I still never wanted to get married. And he'll tell you, like, she said she never wanted to get married.
Do you feel like there's benefits to a man?
I mean, is there benefits to him? Not too many, in my opinion. I mean, like, well, if you got kids, then yeah, it benefits the kids to see, you know, mom and dad together. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. But if you ain't got no kids, I don't think that it's really. You might do better depending on who you are by yourself.
You saying this from a filter of experiences, unhealed. You're saying that from a crooked lens because you only have your experiences. You have your experiences about your dad. You have your experiences about your mom. You're dealing with a man right now who awful. You dealt with other men who was awful. You only have your experience. If you went around men who were healed, I'm interested to see how you would even respond to that.
Maybe. But, okay, and I get where you're going because, like, I think that I never wanted to get married because I ain't never seen a happy marriage.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma should have left her husband so long ago, but she is a dumb woman.
Mm-hmm.
And she is a weak woman. And she is a woman, I tell her to her face, I'd never want to be like you when it comes down to being married.
With a man.
With a man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think me seeing I don't think now that I don't think none of my aunts, uncles, or nobody, all their marriages was horrible. Mm-hmm. So I just ain't never wanted to do that.
For one, we just call Granny dumb.
She is.
We talking about Granddad?
He's worse.
What have you ever committed to?
Have I ever committed fully in a relationship? Absolutely not.
Commitment at times don't mean the absence of betrayal, disappointment. I ain't saying go for anything in a relationship or a marriage. Some people have committed to loving people for who they are. Now, I'm saying this on a healthy aspect though. Not a granddaddy and grandmama them, long as he was providing. I ain't saying it from that aspect because I can relate to what you said. I've never seen it, but it terrifies me to say I'm gonna go ahead and be like the men that never committed or tried or healed, never been to therapy. I'm more afraid to be like that than to become what I've never saw.
Well, I go to therapy.
Is it helping?
Well, I just think I am who I am.
Do you feel like that's a lie?
What do you mean what's a lie?
You said I am who I am.
Yeah, I am who I am.
Do you pray?
All the time.
What you believe in?
God, Jehovah.
The word. So we're talking Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeshua, who we know is Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That's his real name. Okay.
Well, Jehovah's his real name.
Jehovah Jireh, most definitely. The Most High. So if the scriptures say, he who is in Christ is a new creation, old things are passed away, behold, all things have become new. What we talking about when you say I am who I am?
I believe I am who I am. Like, I move the way I move. I think the way I think. And like, if it doesn't affect my personal goals, it's not that important to me.
Do you believe it? Do you believe in demonic influence?
What you mean?
The Bible, we got devils and demons that
can grant what you want as well.
Or possess your body and have you doing something outside of the will or the character of him.
Mm-hmm.
So you said if it does not affect your personal goals, does that mean you don't care how it could make somebody else feel as long as it benefited you?
Well, I don't believe that I'm hurting anybody.
The woman called you.
She's hurting herself.
I ain't gonna argue with you on that point.
If you're weak, if you're gonna be weak, and allow a man to treat you any type of way, and his values don't align with yours, and you're accepting it because he's giving you a lifestyle that you can't provide yourself, then anything that happens is your fault. You can't blame him, and you can't really blame anybody else, because you got to be like, well, I want to be married. You don't want to be married. You done made me into a baby mama. I didn't want to be a baby mama. Now I'm a baby mama. What, are you going to leave or are you going to stay?
That man's a coward.
Possibly so.
On the basis of he know why. He ain't man enough to turn it loose. He having his cake and eating it too.
Yeah.
You said, what happens when a person loves
someone that don't love them back? That's a different
or you
type of
love
way.
more?
Yeah. And that happens a lot of the time in women.
We're talking about the woman.
We're talking about a lot of women.
Let me hear what you got.
So it's a lot of women in this world who will give up. A man could be broken and down and ain't got nothing. And it's a woman who will love that man for himself, build this man up, but she loves him more than he loves her. Right? And she'll accept anything. She'll accept breadcrumbs because she wants this man to just love her and to feel love. Probably because she don't love herself, right? So when she sit there, she begs this man to love her. To me, if a man don't love you more than you love him, then I don't ever feel like it's going to work. That's just me. So I'm never going to beg a man to love me. Either you is or you ain't, because when you said this earlier, the next one will. So,
So I'm curious because you give a lot of relationship advice. Based on a filter, though. Could you be giving advice from an unhealthy place?
I'm just giving it from my perspective.
From what you've experienced?
Yep, because it's my opinion.
Could there be another choice?
It could be, and if it is, they should go find that and not take my advice. But if you agree with me, then you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, then you should go get advice from elsewhere. I'm probably not the best person to give you advice. Like, I have friends who we sit up and we argue because I have friends who are like, it's not about the money. I just want him to love me. But those same girls are also crying, getting their butts whooped, getting their cars stolen, these men flaunting other women in their face, and then they say this, I just wish I was as strong. I wish I was as strong as you. Like, you don't tolerate that mess.
Basically, they not living in their truth. They the ones deceived, lying to themselves.
They are lying to themselves, because if that man's not doing what you want him to do, why are you with him? That don't make no sense to me. What
percentage of women would you say, in your mind, is just not really in touch with reality the way they think they are?
70% of them.
On the basis of just the relationship.
They want love, and they'll do anything for love. There's some women out here who will love a man more than she love her kids. And I don't even mean the father of her kids, but she would love that man. She'll do anything for this man and treat her kids like crap. Seen it with my own two eyes. And and the man, that's a true coward, because he allows her to do this. He's not man enough to say, hey, don't treat your kids like that, because he's getting what he wants from her. He get to drive her car. He get to spend her money. He get to eat her kids' food. She cooking for him and not the kids. So he's reaping all these benefits, and yet this woman is still saying, will you love me? Can we go get married? Can we do this? But there will be a man out there who will do what she want him to do. She just got to leave this one and go to that one. Give him a 90-day trial. You get a 90-day free trial. After that, break it down to 30 days. I don't really like what you're doing in about 30 days. Let me go ahead and hop to the next.
Are you happy?
I am happy.
What aspects of life?
All of it.
What do you do?
What do you mean?
Career-wise?
I'm in sales.
Sales, people make good money in sales.
Yeah. And I'm going to school for tech sales.
The way you talk, I believe you could sell water to a well. I think you probably do a good
I do well.
Have you ever? Do you have moments of saying there is something better?
Better, like
relationship wise, love, people, because you have a very, I feel like you have a very interesting perspective of people in general. Basically, we're animals.
Do I think that I want to ever be married and be like a family? Is that what you're asking? Because
do you think your lens of love would change?
It ain't changed this far. So I don't think nothing's wrong with it, to be quite honest, because I see women now that's like, I don't want to live with a man. Like, it's like, yeah, who do? Like, you have your own house, I have mine.
It's kind of scary.
Why is that scary?
I think it's kind of scary just as people, if you reach a place of not wanting companionship.
I think it comes to people they expect something from people, and when that expectation is not met, they get disappointed within people. And I've had that before. I've had to where I think that a man should be doing this and he ain't doing it. And then so now I'm like, all men are like that. But then you realize that all men ain't like that. Maybe because everybody's not meant to be married.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of I'm one of those people who are not meant to be married. I'm meant to have a good friendship.
Now look here, man. Man. So,
got you speechless over there.
I commend you on your transparency. Seriously, I really do. I think it's freeing. I think that is a goal that I think most human beings should have in life, is to be free. I'm just really trying to figure out the passing down of things I feel you lived and seen. Has that shaped your reality into what you have embraced as a norm versus actually committing yourself to change?
What am I changing, though? Who says that how I think ain't right? Society has told us that how we're supposed to be in a relationship, right?
Go ahead.
So if society says you're supposed to be married, you're supposed to go to college, supposed to do this, supposed to have this family with this white picket fence, and your husband he's never going to cheat on you. But then when that don't happen, then what? Think about, like, look how many social media as well. I think social media has given people the space to tell their truth about what goes on in their relationship. Because we didn't have social media when grandma and grandpa them was out here dealing with their stuff, So we thought it was perfect. Little did we know it was not perfect. So now that we got social media and people can say, my husband cheated on me, he's been cheating on me, he's been beating my butt, but every time you see me out here smiling. You see us, we look like relationship goals, right? Well, we're not. So was it all fake? And society told us we were supposed to live this way whole time. It's never been perfect.
We all supposed to just been sleeping with each other.
Not sleeping with it. You ain't gotta be. You could have just your one person. Just because I'm kicking it with this one and this one don't mean that I'm sleeping with them. I could be only sleeping with just this one person.
Have you ever been sleeping with more than one man?
Everybody's been a hoe.
Okay. Hey, look here. What does your therapist say?
Well, I had to change them a couple times because I think they get you see how you over there, you stun a little bit? That's how they get.
I'm being nice.
Well, you can be like, girl, you ain't gonna ever, and I'm gonna take it. But I think sometimes my therapists, they get so entertained by my life that it's like, you're not really helping, so let me change you.
I think you're bleeding on people that did not cut you, and you don't even realize it.
But how? Because I don't want to be in a relationship?
It's your perspective on things. Like even like this is use your boys. Your boys will eventually grow up, mature, and if they've been in an environment of certain things they've heard, certain things they've seen, certain ways you move, and my mama was open to her dude having another woman.
Well, see, they don't know that though.
If they ever get, that's why I'm asking. If they ever get to a point of realizing that, or choose to have a conversation with you right now, you said they don't know that part. Let's say they get 18, 19 years old, and mama, what's your advice? Do you say, what do you say? Or do you try to change the course of?
Well, I would have to know their situation. I would have to know their situation